Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Nowsite user group meeting of the AI WeCare team. Today is the 28th of April, man. The month is almost over. So I hope everybody had a great month and was very prosperous. I know it was a good month for me. Busy in a lot of different areas, but a lot of exciting things happened with Nowsite this month. Things continue to happen, continues to grow. Just so much going on. And we welcome you here this morning in person. And thank you for joining us. And then also those out there who are watching us on our YouTube channel, our subscribers and stuff like that, that we love your participation too. But we would love to have you come here in person. And if you can, and join us on a Friday morning here at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Every Friday we meet unless there's some kind of disaster that Mary and I are involved in, we'll be here, or it's a national holiday. Then we take those off. So we're going to go ahead and get started as we do every Friday morning with the 411 with Ms. Mary Beard. And she's going to bring us up to date on all the things that happened with Nowsite this week. Mary, why don't you go ahead and lead us on.
Am I driving?
Yes, you are.
Didn't even check it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oops, hold on the wrong screen. I want to take everybody that you get to understand that both Steve and I put a lot of emphasis on this page. So it's your place to find things. So it is the AI WeCare team.now.site. I pulled up the April page here because everything that happens in April is on this page. Some of y'all have seen emails this month that Nowsite turned 6 years old. Yay! We're out of our stubborn fives, but we're going into what I call going into first grade. So we're getting better. They're learning more. Everything's going as planned there. They had a Tuesday meeting online on April 4th to celebrate their birthday. That's where that Zoom was. Okay. On the 25th, they had for the income earning affiliates or affiliates who paid $99 that get $100 back for a special promo they did a couple of months ago. You needed to attend the fun mandatory training. Right here is 47 minutes of that fun mandatory training. And right here is the Google Doc that you need to fill out. And you need to put your affiliate name. If you've signed in under a company, it needs to go there. The email address that you sign into Nowsite needs to go here. If it's a different email address that you don't normally use, Nowsite's not going to match that up. Your code word 1, 2, and 3. And then they released the AI Power Pack, which tell them which is your favorite feature. And I'll get more into this in just a minute as far as what is involved in that. But they always tend to ask us a question about how we feel, what product are we using, because that helps them gauge where they're going to go next after this rollout. Okay. So that can always be found on the team page. As soon as the meeting is released, they now submit the Google Doc. The video takes a little longer to render and then be posted up on YouTube or Vimeo so that I can come grab it. So any month that if you missed it last month, they typically will not go back a month to pay you commissions. But if you need a resource page, this is where it is. Try and keep all the emails and everything that comes from Nowsite pertaining to this month on this page. So you have one direct page to go to. Okay. This is the AI upgrade. And I'm going to expand my screen just a little bit so that you all can see that one particular postcard image. Accept. Okay, so I was afraid it would roll back up again. So on top of your plan, if you're brand new with us, you probably paid $39 or $390 for the annual subscription. Monthly, it would be $39. This is where you can add to that current package you already have. Okay. If you do this before the end of Sunday night, which is the last day of the month, 11:59 EST, instead of paying $133 a month, you can save $95 and upgrade for $38. It won't be billed to you until next month. We just found out. But what you get in there is the access to GPT-4. 4 is going to start having images in it. It's not yet to the video creator, but you are going to be able to do images with 4. If you don't upgrade to that 4, you stay on the Chat GPT 3. You're not going to be able to do images, at least in the near future. Automated lead generation. I'll open up my account and I'll show you how that particularly works. We'll have live Zoom support. Now, this does not take up or take and distract from Steve and I helping you on Zoom support. This is all corporate, has nothing to do with us. Unlimited emails that you can connect and not have a limit on sending out your emails. You also get 1,000 SMS per month in this, and you can do unlimited personality analysis. Now, some of you are saying, Mary, that's confusing. I understand that. There is a limit on the old personality analysis, and that's to 100 in a month. So there are some changes. There are some word definitions that Steve and I are still trying to work out and understand what unlimited means. I hate to say I need a new dictionary to do that. Don't you agree, Steve?
Yes.
But we're finding a new dictionary to describe this, okay? What unlimited is, and the best of my ability to express, is it was unlimited the day they said it was unlimited. Fast forward 2 days, 3 days, 3 months, that doesn't mean it was unlimited that gives you coverage for new stuff, okay? It just happened to be unlimited at the time that they made that offer. I hope that will try and help you understand that.
Or it'll confuse you, continue to confuse us, that unlimited has multiple definitions.
Right. Hey, Mary and Steve, I know I asked y'all before a couple of days ago when we were on the training. So for the people that, like for us that have been in here for a long time, so we just do the $19, is that right? And then we will get all of that. Is that correct?
That is correct. If you've already signed up for the mobile AI,
Yes.
then you will get this package for $19. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Because I have everything. So
Yeah.
just,
Now there's no box that shows that for that. What you have to do is sign up for the 38. What we've been told is to trust and support that they'll see what you're already on and will then only bill you the additional $19.
okay. Because I went on there and there is no 19. It's
There is
just,
no.
although they say that, but it's not, there's nothing on there to say to
No,
do
you have,
like
you,
check
you have
that
to
box.
click. You have to click the 38. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you.
And if my pictures are in the way, I'm sorry. Regular price is $133. If you wait till after Sunday, it's 38 or /19, whichever way that plan is. But if you buy them individually after the promo ends, it's $133. I try and put all the emails that I receive from corporate. So some of them, sometimes you get lost in all the emails that come in, or you get duplicates and you don't remember if you saw one or not. So I try and come in here and add the emails that I get from corporate to extend out what the promos are. So we happen to know this promo is still good until Sunday night. Okay. So the unlimited monthly plan, instead of paying $99 a month, use code 39 and they're going to pay $39 for the next 11 months. Should they decide to do the annual plan, it's not $11.88, it's $390, and the coupon code is $390. Please make sure when you're using this, you tell them to go check out on the coupon code. Otherwise, it's going to default to regular price. Okay. There are more than 3 days left. This was supposed to end on the 25th. They extended it. So look for the end to be Sunday night, but we'll have to wait till a Tuesday call at 11 o'clock to find out what's going on in May. We don't have all the details on that yet. We have a couple of ideas. So if you're working with somebody, get with Steve or I, send us a text message and we'll get through on that for you. This is one of the snapshots that I took on my phone with a demo. We have Judy's Cosmetics. We want to connect. We want it to be in friendly English. Contact first name in the message. Use your attachments. Write a message. Okay, it was a 10% off. So here is the message. Copy it.
Mary, we're going to demo that in a few minutes, right?
Yeah, we are. I wanted to get through the bottom of this page.
Okay.
So again, repetition helps. Copy it and put it where you need to. All right. Videos up to promote Nowsite. Oops, why are we doing this one? Sorry. That was a 21 where travel rewards are no more. I didn't remember putting that down there. All right. The next thing I want to take you to is the home page itself. You have Clickatunity, you have Cloud Local on those. Where did I put the other one? Tip section, I believe. This may be changing. This was an actual Zoom nerd meeting that I booked this last week. We're going to get clarification on it, but if you should see something that comes back to your email with a $50 per additional meeting, please let one of us know. That's one of the things I'm trying to clear up, but I wanted you to know that booking more than one meeting with Nowsite's nerds will automatically charge a $50 account, $50 additional to your meeting. Okay.
Yeah. Even though it says free on the bundle, what does
it doesn't
free
say how many.
Yeah, it doesn't say how many. What does free mean? Is that, and what it's saying to us right now is one a month. It's free, but they didn't say that. So we're trying to figure out what that is as well, right?
There are other codes back here in the tips and tricks. Okay, yes, you can use AI to do that, but you can also come back here and see where we've got a QR code generator. It's external. I love PDFs. You want to convert all your paperwork into PDF. There's the link for it. Okay, so there's additional resources back here that if you're just stumbling along trying to figure out what do I need to learn next, you've got a whole host of things back here. Also up here on the top of the page is I've broken off the team meetings from the video how-to page. Okay, it was getting long on the list and you had to go all the way down to the bottom. Some of you I've talked to this week, if it's not on the top of the fold, it kind of gets lost in the vision. So the most recent recordings are going to be up here at the top. We'll keep them for a couple of months on here. They are on the YouTube channel. So this is kind of 2024 as we've done meetings. So that's why you can find those as well. All right. So that's some of the housekeeping stuff I wanted to keep abreast to y'all and let y'all know was up here. Give me just a second. Steve, take it over for just a second. Let me get logged in and.
Okay. Yeah, it's there's a lot of things coming up. We were on a corporate call this morning and they were talking about the integration of the website, new website builder. So the AI will incorporate doing a lot of things in the website for you, literally build a website for you. Also, image selection, it will actually be working with Pixabay to actually grab photos for you that it thinks that are the best. So there's going to be continued more automation on the site as it grows. And then, of course, the big one will be, and that's when you'll need ChatGPT 4 for, is for doing slideshows and for producing videos. So those are all coming up in the next couple of months. The other thing is be patient. Like this week, for example, and I didn't bring it up this morning. I was going to do it, but I'm going to do it offline. I'm going to actually send an email to Justin and to some of the other chief executives, because there was a period when they were doing the transition this week to sales AI, where a lot of us couldn't even log into our sites I had a situation yesterday where I couldn't log in for over 4 hours. And the reason was they're working on, I was part of a batch that they were upgrading over, and they sent me, I prompted support. I said, hey, what's going on? I can't sign into my account. What's the problem? And I got a nice email back saying, well, over the next 2 to 3 hours, this is going on. Please be patient. We apologize and everything else. But it's easy for them. And this is a bone I have to pick with them because it's internal customer service, especially for people like me, where Nowsite is a living. I mean, this is what I do day in, day out. And when I don't have access to my platform for doing demonstrations or working on other people's platforms to help them out and build what they need, that's 4 hours that I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, where I can't tell my client if something's due at the end of the day or something like that, that I can't deliver because it's not my fault. Now, they can send us out Google Docs and a video right after a meeting and everybody gets it. Why can't they send out a service notice that the sites will be down this afternoon from X time, East Coast time, this time coast, please be patient while we upgrade the system. Every other software company in the world does that. Why can't they? And so I'm going to that's going to be my bone to pick next week with corporates. Mary's got her own. I got mine. She's got hers. And we won't go into that. But, trust is, we tell you we fight for you. We fight for you guys on a lot of stuff to make sure things are corrected and done. I got Cled just came on the call. Cled, the same thing. He couldn't get into us this morning because why? They're working on a site. But did they tell Cled that they were working on a site? No, I had to tell Cled that he was working on a site. So, I mean, those are the type of things. And, hopefully, they're working on so much stuff. And even with support, one of the things that we find is if there's a problem on your site, send them a screenshot of what the issue is. That always helps a lot.
Steve, I have a question.
Sure.
I just signed up about a week or so ago. So where do I go to sign up to pay the $390 for the year?
You need to contact support and ask them to give you that. So support at now.site. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So because that goes along with the question that I just put in the chat. And Steve, I agree with you. They need to let us know when the site goes down, because there's been times when we've been working, I can't get on certain things. That would be awesome. But so I have 3 different Now sites. And so that's no longer the case, and I just pay the $39 and I get all that other stuff?
No, you can't. No, because you came on before that offer was even there.
So I don't get that offer.
No, just like I don't.
You don't? Okay, good. So I'm paid up. I mean, basically
Right.
everything that's on that's what I get, but I'm paying $99 a month and I can't do the $390 for the year.
No, you can't.
Bummer. But at least I know that I don't have to pay any extra to get any of these extra things. It's all there.
And,
Okay.
and for us who've been on the platform for years, these specials come along all the time, but we're not eligible for them. It's only new people.
Right.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
So I'm considered new, Steve?
I think you are. I'll work with you. I'll work with you on it. We may have to fudge a couple of things, but I'll help you out.
Okay.
I would think that.
I got meetings later on today, so when we could get together?
Yeah. We've got, we can do it on Monday, Alan. It'll be okay. In your case, there's no time limit on it. We can take care of it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Catherine, you were going to say something?
Yeah, what you and I talked about earlier. I just feel like we've been here through all this hot mess, and through all of the growing pains. I feel we're all customers. Ours is like $200, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like we should get, and we bring somebody new on, and they get $99. We're paying twice that for the same amount.
Well, we need to look at yours again,
Mhm.
because there may be things on there that you might be able to take off.
Okay, that would be great. Because I mean, I love Nowsite.
No. Well, yeah, believe me, this is a discussion Mary and I had at length yesterday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I still
Because
think it's cool, but I do feel
But
know,
there
it's
are
not
some, yeah, there are some
double or-
explanations. Are some of the things that you're paying for.
Yeah.
That when people sign up for $99, they don't get.
Yeah. No, I know we have some things, but
And so if you take one away to lower your price, you may be missing. So you have to dissect it very carefully of what
Mhm.
you're removing. Because there's a lot of stuff that's grandfathered on mine. Like I'm still on the entrepreneurial plan, which doesn't even exist anymore.
Right. I think that's what mine is though, Steve, because it's been what, like 3 years
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah. And
Mhm.
I get things on there that you don't get on the $99 plan.
Right. Well, I would love to have somebody look at it with me with their
Mhm.
eye, not just mine.
Right.
And
Yes,
see.
I am requesting the chart for that, so,
Yes.
and I'm gonna draw out the chart to which I think fits for that and say, what is this? So
Yeah, that's Mary's.
that
That's
is in the
Mary's project.
process.
That's Mary's project next week. Mine
Okay.
is the other one.
Okay. No worries. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, go ahead, Mary. Back to you
All right.
again.
Any other questions on that before I jump over? I thought so.
Yes, I
Patricia.
do. Well, this is, so she's looking at that, so, video stuff comes on. Because I already have a video site that I use, that I've trained on and I really like it, and I'm really, concerned that Nowsite won't have the same kind of bells and whistles, or they, so. I guess my question is it okay? I don't want to do the video site right away. That's okay, you can wait, because that's gonna be extra money, right?
Yeah, you can,
Is that-
but Patricia, you can wait on it. There's no hurry.
Okay, good, all right, then that's what I'm gonna, okay, that's my question tonight.
Okay,
All right, Sherry. Okay, so if you're gonna launch into getting a prospect, okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get a prospect from here. This is your home screen where you sign on. So I'm gonna go, Joseph, I'm gonna view the contact. He's in Tomball. I have email addresses, the phone number for him and such,
and we also automatically now have the personality analysis.
and that is already checked off now,
Yes.
okay? Launch into Sales AI. This is where you're going to select now. Put which form of method are you gonna pick? I'm gonna pick email. I'm gonna select AI messenger generated open. I am going to pick my Nowsite, my objective, connect, build rapport, present, follow up, excuse me, book a meeting, close the sale. I'm going to say connect. The tone I'd like to do is friendly and humorous, so you can do more than one. It's going to be in English. I'm not going to so much worry about merge tags. Now I'm going to generate the message. Okay, okay, it's thinking down here.
Yeah.
Sorry, that little message up there wasn't there yesterday. Okay, so now I have the subject line. I have the message body. It'll automatically put his name in there. Okay. Looking for ways to help business growers instead. Happy to offer you a free consultation to discuss future needs. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click the check mark. This is going to view that message for me. Okay. And all I have to do, whoops, did it drop personality? As we think, three little dots.
Yeah, it did.
It did, it changed it around. Okay. So I'm going to hit send on that. Am I going to send it from, which one of my accounts do I want to do it? This one. Okay. You get to select the email that you're going to have it done. You're going to go back to the home screen. Okay, they are working on putting that calendar back so that it says book them, Dano, or nah, skip that. That's out right now because of some other things that they've drafted into this.
What I
So-
did find out, Mary, is that everything in the meantime is defaulting to 7 days.
Okay, so it'll
Yep.
come up on your now what?
Yeah.
A week from today. Okay. All right. Websites has AI all the way through it. Your email campaigns has AI all the way through it. So you could use the AI feature to build your landing pages. It can be used if you need a title for something. I know Adrienne and I worked on it yesterday and we just needed titles for different things on her page. AI was super duper about that. We didn't have to think too much into where we were and how much in the weeds did we get about that click. So it makes it really easy just to click through and you don't need to be that wordsmith anymore. So, okay. Does anybody have any questions on the platform at the moment?
Has everybody got Sales AI on their platform now?
If you want to do the upgrade, you go to upgrade.now.site. It is a separate Google Doc. It should be on the team page for April. AI upgrade right here. And it'll take you to this page here. I try and put as most of you know that when y'all work with me, whatever's in the button is going to be what it actually opens up to. So you don't have to think, what did I change that to? Okay. So sometimes when you're doing multiple things, you want to say, join this, join that, but they say I've already joined there, but I don't need to join there. Just takes you to a separate page. Okay. Limited time offer. Here's what you're going to do again. You need the email address that you log onto your account with. You want to do the whole entire pack sold separately or these items down here. Okay. The bundle will get you everything at 38 or 19, depending on if you have the AI mobile already in your plan. Okay. This is where you're going to need to go before Sunday to make sure that you get the bundle price. Okay. Any other questions on launching an email campaign? Because we've changed a little bit. You have the unlimited emails, but you also, with the upgrade, but you also can send and receive from different email accounts. So if you want to push your marketing out by one, but have them reply back to a different email that maybe you're watching closer than you are your other. Also, still remember the golden rule about email campaigns. If that's a brand new email you just created, you need to have 10, 50, 25 friends that you're going to email back and forth to every single day. They need to open it. They need to type in a message. They need to reply it back to you. Now, I can't tell you when Google is searching your particular algorithm, but if they see that you just started an email campaign and you're sending out 500 of them a day, I guarantee you it's going to raise a red flag in the email community and it's going to stop it. Even though there is a 30-second stop on our emails going out, that's high traffic on a non-known subject email. Okay, it's not the subject of the email, it's the type of the email. So if you just go out and get a big list and, hey, I want to send an email out, do it in chunks. Okay, after you've done your 25 and you've built up, now you're going to add another 10, 20 that next day and keep doing it every single day. Now, is that perfect to get you out of jail free from emails? Not necessarily, but it's a good rule of thumb. Okay. Yes. Thumbs up, got that, understand that, or
It
thumbs
only,
down because you don't understand.
it only took us like 3 years to figure out how that worked, to pass this information on to you. And that's only quite recently that we figured this out to stop it from happening.
Well, Steve and Mary, yesterday I had a nerd meeting and my specific question was to them because I went through the same process that Mary talked about. They told me absolutely not, that if you run it through Nowsite, you can send 500 a day and you will not have a problem. But I have not been able to find that to be true for me.
No, you gotta do just what Mary said, Travis.
Yep. I agree. I agree.
Yep, it's now the opposite's not. So for SMS text campaigns, those can go right out right away. There's no issues with those at all.
Well, I got shut down the day before yesterday on my SMS. And the email that I received from the home office was the fact that the carrier objected to what I put in the email, which it was very simple. And yet, and if you wanted, I could send you the email that they sent to me. But I was surprised that they did that.
Yeah, because the carrier they use is Twilio.
Yeah, and they said that was the carriers that received the text was the ones that were shutting it down.
Yeah,
It could have been reported as junk.
Yeah,
There is a new campaign on for, there's a do not call list. There's also going to be a do not text list very soon. So you're in that narrow highway of getting away with it before it gets shut off.
Yeah.
Now,
the federal government's squeezing the carriers hard right now.
Mm-hmm.
one of the other things is you can have them opt in to text Travis, text life, text care, text I want in. Whatever that phrase is, you can build that list for those key phrases, and then you can build the SMS campaign off of that. So they actually opted in. You're not blind copying them and sending them something that they're going to go, oh, this is junk. Okay, because if too many people, when you get a text from somebody that's not in your phone, down at the very bottom of the text, it says report to junk. And if more people report that to junk, then they're going to shut down those text messages. Okay, I shut down a couple of them this last week that I got that were soliciting to me. It didn't come from anybody in the Nowsite community. It's coming from other sources. And I just said, don't know this, junk.
Yeah, I mean, mine even goes farther on my messenger. Is it says, do I want to block it? And when I hit block, it says next step is report as spam. So if you look at really good text programs, they always have the opportunity. Every text that they said, it says on the bottom, just like it does with emails. If you don't want this to receive anything more from us, click here to stop. And even that will deflect somebody from shutting you down, because you give them the opportunity to opt out.
Okay.
One of the things too, just to make sure that when you open up a new website, this is just for safety's sake, make sure you toggle that GDPR box for your website, because there are several states in the US now, if you don't have it on your site, you can be fined. So make sure that you're toggling that GDPR toggle switch. And if you're doing any business in Europe, it's a given. And in Canada as well.
This is one of my things that I do, is some of y'all have seen a demo. I don't have to think of a website. I just use the day's date. Not many people are going to do that, especially since the day is here. So you see here is the activate GDPR, and here's where you can activate the 3-click marketing. The 3-click marketing is where you're going to add to your blog. You're going to send it to your followers. You're going to post it online, Facebook, LinkedIn, to your social media, and then your blogging is done for the day. You've added fresh, relevant content to your landing page, which is what the SEO is looking for, which gives you organic help to get connected there.
Yeah, and by picking the category and the company and the subcategory, it will curate content for you.
Pick something, guys.
Recruitment, headhunting, and staffing. That's a new one.
I picked a blank template, so I'm not going to have something that's going to fill in right away. Okay. But come under here on your business name, your website settings. What social media icon do you want to show on your screen? When you text this or when you put it into an email and you put in your URL code, this is the image that's going to come up unless you have a first image on your landing page. But this is the way you can control what landing page it is when it displays it on a phone or in an email. Okay, I'm just going to use the eagle. If you want to use a change and make your favicon, I'm just going to do the flag. Okay, because it's going to spread out and it's going to add. You see up here, there's the flamingo for the team page. This one is going to have the flag, excuse me. Pages enabled for AI features contained at least one customer form. Okay.
That's new.
And by the way, look up here in this top corner. On a red line means you have a problem. On a teal line means that everything's good and saving. So, whoops. Hit the pencil, and it wants a customer form over here before I can save it. So I'm going to save and exit. I'm going to come right back into it. Topic cannot be finalized. There's lots of new little segments going here. You can alphabetize this. You're not going to be able to alphabetize anything else. So as this favicon will change, it will be a flag up here. Okay. I didn't have to resize it. It's just automatically, if you go to 04/27/23.now.site on your computer, you can see there's a flag there. Okay. There's nothing else here on the page. Okay. Website builder. We're going to come in and edit. Okay. Then everything's drag and drop. The other thing, this is another little tips and tricks, and I know we haven't done a video for a little bit, but anything that you have that may be a save section, I'm just going to pull over Yes-tober. Get the blue lines to come up for me. I'll just throw it up there. Okay. So this was something that I created as a image in October and used as a screenshot. Then I could type over here to the left. So understand, if you're going to use the same area, you can now save it by going to this little button here and naming it. So if you want that on your email campaign, if you want that on your separate next page in the same landing page, you don't have to recreate it every time. Okay, you can just come up here and save. Now, there is a limit of things that can get saved in this section, so don't overload the system with saved stuff. If you just don't need it, get rid of it. You've used it once, you can always come back to the page and save it again, put it in the save sections and drag it where you need to. Okay, so, but those are just some little tips and tricks that if you're trying to build something, there is a way. I see we have a question, but I couldn't read it. Okay. Thanks, Bass. All right. So does that help you figure out how to incorporate something new with what y'all are working on, or fix what you already have? Again, this is group participation, folks. I need some heads to bobble. Either bobble this way or bobble this way. I gotta have some movement here.
When I get to that point, I believe I'll be able to remember what you said.
I mean, I
If
know,
you
I know where you guys are all at, because when I first started this and Mary would do all this stuff and she was teaching me all this stuff, I would be going, how am I ever going to remember all of this? You know,
It's a lot.
it's a lot, you know, but you know, it's like anything else. If you spend a
Repetition.
certain amount of dedicated time on it
Yeah.
every day,
Every day.
you will learn, and it'll become memory. You know, for us now, I don't even have to think about where I just go to click, 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 and do that. You know, it's like, you know, it's because it's so second nature to me now to do that stuff. And we just know how, and we know how the best flows are. We know what the page design should be looking like. You know, because we've learned what works and what doesn't work. You know, and as new features get added, I mean, especially AI. You know, I mean, my problem now is I get into email campaigns. Then, well, that's good, but not. Can you make it better? And I just keep on doing. And I may have AI write like 15 different email campaigns for me before I settle on the one I like. Because
And then wait,
yeah,
Steve, there's a new change coming to that.
yes, there is.
The email campaigns by the end of next month will be personality based and in their colors, because they're also going to change the website based on their personality. So, as proficient and as everything that we get done for one, we're not going to have to do it in the other 3 personalities or 4 personalities or other languages. Nowsite's going to do that for us.
Yeah, what you
So-
can do it, and I started doing this yesterday with AI when I started playing around with it, because it actually imported all my former messages in there, all my default messages. So I have campaigns set up like direct message 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for follow up when I direct message people. You know, when I get them set up to send out the next message, you can have all those. Then you import it in. Then you hit that personality button, and it will rewrite that default
Message.
email to match their personality. It's the same message, just said in a way that they would receive it better. So you can start, you know, there's new places to start playing around with stuff like that as well.
Glad I know you had your hand up before I open something else.
Yes, thank you. The email thing, we subscribed to a couple months ago, a program called Levitate, which purports to have an 80% open rate. Instead of 80% going into the junk or spam, it goes into your regular inbox and it's read. Does the site have the same thing?
Steve, I'm going to let you answer that one.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Say that again, Cled.
Oh, Levitate.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's 80% open.
yeah.
Well,
So
you know,
emails,
I'm going to tell you, because I mean, I have email campaigns that I'm running for somebody right now where we sent out 500 emails the other day and we had 410 opens. I'd never seen that before. You know, and then I'm running an email campaign for myself this week where I sent out 480 to 480 new names, and I'm getting about 30 to 40 opens. So, I mean, what was the difference? Is it the headline? Is it the interest factor? What is it? So I'm trying to hope on, like say, AI is that, because when I did put it in there, not only did it change the message, it changed the subject line as well. So I'm hoping AI is going to increase, when I use it, to increase my open rate. But I don't know how anybody can guarantee an 80% open rate. I mean, even when I used to use a company in the newspaper business called Data Dynamics, that they would guarantee, and they were like the best in the business at the time, they would guarantee a 25% open rate, and they would rerun your emails till you got a 25% open rate and do that. So I'd love to know how they do that. You know, I mean, that would be my question is like, because we know there's no guarantees in life, nowhere.
Death and taxes.
Death and
The
taxes.
thing is that they want you to use your own email, like Ted's and mine. You can do a
Yeah.
max of 500 a day per email. So I think the thing is they're doing it in bulk, whereas if I did that, I'd get shut down. But they're doing it using my email and
Right.
it goes through.
Yeah, and that's you know, using a third party sender, you know, that's probably a white label server to do that,
Yeah,
to stop that from happening.
So it's
And-
using our email address as a sender instead of
Right.
third party.
Which is
Right.
the same way as Nowsite uses it.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. So I can cancel that subscription then.
yeah. I mean, it's, you know, and I'm trying to, you know, quite frankly, that you heard me talk a little bit more about SMS text earlier.
Yeah,
I'm trying to learn how to get a handle on SMS text. Not only that, but like sourcing where I can get numbers that are good and stuff like that. And I'm looking at
Mhm.
different lists and stuff like that right now, because even when you import the client, I'm just going to say general rule, as someone who has not had a landline since 2005, that I'm going to estimate that probably, let's just say for argument's sake, half of the phone numbers we get are probably cell phone numbers. So therefore, that means you can text them.
Yeah.
It's going to come back and tell you that it's a non-deliverable if it's not a text number, because I've seen that already using the program.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, to me, 50% is better than nothing. If
Yeah,
I reach those people, right?
I'll
So
take
now-
half any day.
Yeah. So now it's more about what's the right, 160 characters to use
Mhm.
to get that, and how you put that together. And I'm hoping AI will
Yeah.
be able to help me with that to get the kind of response that I need as well. But, when it comes down, to brass tacks, and thin is, and you've heard me talk about thin market theory. At any given time, 1 to 3% of your market is in the market for your product or service.
Yeah.
The other 99 to 97% can care less. And that's why frequency and repetition is so important. Today, well, here's a perfect example. We were talking earlier on the pre-call. I wasn't in a market for a plumber 2 days ago, but one of my rental properties needs a plumber. So now I'm in the market for a plumber. That's how simple it works.
Yeah,
But, unfortunately, I have a management company that takes care of that for me. But if I was local here, I get stuff in the mail all the time. I get stuff in my email. I get ads all the time from a local plumber here called Lanco. And they got a pretty good reputation. So I did need a plumber to do some work for me to unplug a main deal about 2 months ago without hesitation, because I had top of mind awareness. I went to Lanco, had them come out, because I know that they always had a drain clearing special for $49.
yeah,
Can't beat that, right? And so that's what I took them up on. So I got my, I was able to get the drain unclogged for $49 done. But they've been educating me on that $49 deal for a year before I reacted to it. That's
Mhm.
why, there's an old saying in marketing: repetition breeds recognition.
Yeah.
Not one campaign is ever going to do it. It's going to be one campaign on top of another campaign to another campaign, where you're educating your market out there about who you are and what you do and why you. And doing that, Lanco Plumbing, 5-star ratings, and they got a super deal. There's 2 positives for me. I'm going to go ahead and get it done. Right.
Yeah.
And I went down after they did such a great job. Guy was personal. I mean, put little booties on his shoes and everything else when he came in my house, and so I went on Google and I gave him a 5-star rating because I was satisfied with what I got. And they did in the time. I mean, after I called, they were actually out here in 2.5 hours later, which is
Hmm.
unheard of for a plumber.
Yeah.
So, and doing that. So, yeah, we got about a couple minutes here left. Mary, you want to just open up for questions now?
Yep.
Super questions. Anyone else have any questions before we shut down this week's edition of the AI WeCare team? Mary, AI WeCare team.
AI WeCare team.
Crew.
Why?
Why? Tell them why.
We care how you market your business.
Yep. And we do care about you. And that's why we do this every week, all you Nowsite users out there. And we invite any of you orphan Nowsite users out there who may have not been in our downline or been bought in by another sponsor. Your channel, and if you like what you have, come join us, bring a guest every week. And hopefully we can help you guys on doing what we do, which is solve problems, help people out, and give you guidance on how to get the best return on your investment for Nowsite, the most awesome digital marketing platform on the planet, and the only one that is integrated ChatGPT. So we meet here every Friday morning, 11:30.
30.
Yep, 7 Central Time. And you can find that link at the AI WeCare team.now.site, which is the resource page that Mary has been showing you today, where we try to keep that up to date with everything that's going on Nowsite. So you have a one-stop shop and you don't have to hunt and pick all through your email to figure out what you read and you forgot to save it about 300 emails back.
Nowsite is going to do their May launch on May 2nd, which is Tuesday. I did put it in the chat. It's not a typo. It's 12 EST. So I'll let y'all describe which time zone you're in to make that on your calendar. So 12 Eastern, 11 Central. It's going to be an hour. They're going to launch what's going to happen in May so that you can be on that call as well.
Okay, with that, we're going to call this one a wrap, Mary, for April 28th. So
The last day in April.
and you can always come early because we have a meeting before the meeting, and now we're going to the meeting after the meeting. And you're welcome to join us if you're on the call at that time too. Thank you to all of you folks out there in video land. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys in May.